Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Plugged In Podcast. It's your host, Product. We got Tati in the building. And we got our guest star here, Port. So, we thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all know this is brought to you by Live Legendary Productions, my beautiful fiance. And, we about to rock out. Y'all know how we do, so we about to just get into it. So we got Port in here. What got you started in the music?
Man, that shit in my DNA, bro. Like, I love music since I can remember. Like, me doing music could never even compliment or explain how much music lives in me. Like, this shit just is natural.
So how long you been doing music for then?
Really putting songs on wax. I probably been like 16. So we say probably since like I about to call my age out now. So we talking like 2000, 2001, 2, as a kid. Rocking with my dog Western boy on Romney Street. Fucking with Rod, custom made, we in the APT. And that was like my first time really being on wax. Like, well, that's cap. That's when I can say, even before then, we been in my partner Kilo attic at his house with a mic hanging from the damn ceiling with a beat machine and recording that shit on cassette.
Cassettes, that's back. Cassettes, that's...
We talking late
back.
90s, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's...
99, 2000 type shit.
A and B word.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah, we definitely... That been like the beginning.
When you decided to start like really taking it serious, like...
Putting out music,
like just like being like, this is something I really want to do, or... You know what I'm saying? Like, just...
It was then, bro. Like,
right.
We started off, like I said, recording on tapes, you know what I'm saying? And we would give the shit away before we knew about branding and marketing and, what things that we would need to do to put out an official tape. We just been putting shit out the best we had know how. Then we went from cassettes to burn CDs, going on Summer Street and Romney Street with Rod. That's what I really been seeing how they been burning CDs. I hear my voice on the CD for the first time, and then now we digital. So so that was all like early 2000s, bro. Like, cassette tapes to CDs, and we was putting it all out. Like we would write on the CD with a damn permanent marker.
Yep.
Right.
Make sure that bitch can't wipe off. You click out. We just dropped a new album. We passing out bird CD, but it was all learning the game, man. And we just evolved with as fast as we could by watching other people around us do the shit, like the Mr. Taylors and the Chino Dinos and all them. Like we learned just by watching them do it. We saw them start putting out the covers with their CDs and shit. We had to find out how to do that. So we would hit up any graphic designers, find out how we could order the covers, do like the I forget what the company called, Rush Flies or something like that must be. Yeah, so it was like we've been putting the shit out like since I started, bro. We ain't just been dropping them shit to sit on it. Like we been putting tapes out, putting CDs out.
Right.
CDs.
What's the biggest difference you see, like as far as the marketing aspect of back then to now? Like, and not even that. I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize, but I really want to ask you like what you think about the amount of artistry that gets put into music nowadays. You think like.
Yeah, like what's the difference between back then and then now?
Report the bad guy now.
No, I mean, because you like.
It's all good though, because that's a very
I
good
think
question.
a lot of people would value your opinion. You are a real artist in my eyes and a lot of people's eyes, and I just want a person point of view that's actually like makes music.
Okay.
And been making music for so long. Like the fact you've been doing it for that long, that shows longevity. So.
It don't even feel that long, honestly, but when you do sit back and reflect, like you really realize like that's 20 plus years just being active with producing music, right?
Right.
You know, I stay myself throughout the years, right? Like you got your different eras in this music, so you know, the eras that influenced us was your A&WAs and Tupac and you know, I mean you could throw Jay-Z and Biggie and all that in there. You know, everybody had from my era, they all had their play in the whatever they influenced me, however they did in music. As the music evolved, you know, me personally as an artist, there was one point in time, it probably been a little pressure on me that I feel like I had to change with the music, but I really didn't. But the music, the substance got a lot more down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll get chastised for saying this and being an artist saying this, but the lyrics started meaning nothing. Like, you got a few artists that probably still running from that time, right, till now, that, you know, the type of music they made been more heartfelt, soulful. Like, we you know what I'm saying?
You can connect with it. You had a real
not
right.
even that. People actually meant their words back then. Like,
exactly.
They loved the life that they actually was speaking on the tracks and stuff like that. So, like, I actually see
And it wasn't a, like, you had glorification of certain things, but all in all, most artists were artists, and they were mostly distinguished artists, and how you would relate to every artist in a different way.
Right.
You know
I think
what I'm
they
saying?
just better storytellers, bro. Like,
absolutely.
In general, like, you know what I'm saying? And to me, the biggest thing I see is the lack of that's what I be saying artistry. Like, the substance is not, to me, everybody goes to the studio to drop something. They don't go to the studio with an idea or go to actually create something. They go to drop music. I think that's the biggest, you know what I'm saying, difference in music, and substance is big to me, because to me, I listen to music to put me in a certain mind state, or I look for a certain, and not saying that this is what I'm saying is, if I'm listening to music, to me it has to be a purpose. At this point in my life, I'm not really interested in listening to music that is not helping me improve as a person. And the average song nowadays, I can rock with something, I can listen to it, I know it sounds good, I know it don't sound good, but at the same time, listening to music for me is different than what it was back then. You know what I'm saying? Back then, I've been in high school, getting dressed, going to school, you know what I'm saying, trying to be a fly guy. I've been doing this, out in the streets doing that, you know what I'm saying? And so now, at this point in my life, 33, I be looking for something different from the music, and I feel like it's hard to find that, especially like songs that are made in this time right here, is what I would say.
You know what, man? Not to even get too deep, no pun intended. It's all by design, man. You know, they had to take all that away from us, because that's the type of music you talking about, dog, is they gave us like vision. You know what I'm saying? You know, it gave us something that we could relate to, but still being connected. Like, it's real shit. It was more, you know, shit you could have come outside your door and see that you hear on this record, as far as just anything, like knowledge. Like, I say, for instance, one of my favorite artists ever, and people slept on him, but I put him in my top 5 against anybody, been Juvenile. Like, the way Juvenile came out, he didn't just come out as this gangster, won't bust your head all the time, we wrecked us, we run, super ready to know. Like, Juvie had a story, and he painted his picture so vividly, but he also had conscience in his raps too. Like, I can give you plenty of songs that Juvenile, that I damn near cry listening to Juvenile, because I'm like, just the way he painted the shit, I'm like, damn, Juvie, like, boy, you be hitting home.
Right.
You don't got those type of artists like that no more. Like, it's a couple guys, all right, if I had to pick an artist that can get on that type of level that I favor, it'll be like Kodak Black. Kodak get a tough rap from the media and shit most times. And you know, he might do some dumb shit. You gotta realize Kodak is still a kid, really.
Right.
But when Kodak get intellectually tapped in,
he got real live.
This little
bars.
dude is something
and he be
else.
Saying, like, bro, when he made that song, what is this? I can't remember the name of the song. I can't remember. I just saw it and I can't sleep. That song right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's like that.
My eyes going blind.
Yeah, that song already. Like that song literally gave me chills, bro. Like on some real shit. Like listening to music. Like that's the type of music I like to feel stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Like what he be saying? Like he is real. He's a real artist to me. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely. He's a
I
real
can see
artist.
why you can say that. But
he's like, I don't think he gets the credit. Honestly, I think that he really getting chastised for being what he is.
Yeah, cause he unforgivingly
well,
him.
I'm not gonna lie, like when
he is who he is.
When
that's
they
a very
talk to
smart
him in them
dude.
interviews, yeah, bro. Like that boy mind tapped in, but he
exactly.
don't like. They like his ignorance more than his.
But they think his ignorance is really genius, cause he can sound completely different than he sound in an interview on a track and make you just feel a whole completely different type of way. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though? Like just with him in particular, and that's just from what I see, and that's just all my speculation. He really different. Like you had a certain wave of artists like them that had been coming out, right? And they all done kind of perished in some type of way, right? So you had Yak, you had Triple X, Tentacion, Juice WRLD.
Right.
Like when it come to these minds, like, all right, they might have a certain song on the radio. See, me, I still old school with the shit. If I gonna listen to somebody, I want to hear them boy all the way through. So I'm gonna listen to your whole project.
Catalog.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Even the catalog. I'm only gonna go through the catalog if you don't catch me. Cause that's letting me know your catalog worthy of my capacity and my motherfucking mind.
Right.
Now you're not just on this one track type shit. You got things that you can take me here. You done tapping me right here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it was a low wave of those type of artists that was coming out, and the machine stepped in the middle of them boy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They was detrimental to the agenda of the machine. Right? Now, when I say the machine, just take a look at everything that's getting pushed now. We just talk about all this drill shit out.
Right.
Yeah.
You just tell me you major psychology, right?
Yeah, I ain't finished school.
All right, yeah, you in, all right, but you in the game.
Right.
So you can understand how the type of music right now would have a psychological effect on the youth. Period.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's a psychological thing, and we definitely are battling with powers in high places, but they're still physically here.
Yeah.
Of course.
When you look at the music industry, all these artists who performing, most of them don't own their shit. People that run that machine, they decide the content that's getting pushed. So when we listen to I remember when back in Z93, when them boys used to do the Battle of the Home Jams, and you know they been playing wherever we were requesting.
Right.
Yeah.
They stopped taking requests because the industry moved in on them boy and programmed the shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's when they went to Cumulus. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's machine. So instead of us getting the call and top 99, just D93, what's your number one song? Oh yeah, everybody requested such and such by such and such. Ain't doing that no more because we got these particular songs programmed for y'all right now. We're gonna play this shit all day around the fucking clock.
Yep.
Right. And you almost ain't got no choice but to they almost force you to like it. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
But if you don't pay attention to what's going on, you just be now you hear Sexy Red on the radio, and this is an example 50 times a day. How could you not be like, oh, this song catchy? And it is catchy, you know what I'm saying?
Very.
But if you listen
when
to
they
what
tap.
it's saying.
Yeah, they know
Would
how
you
to
tell your
tap
daughter
into
to-
our lower vibes.
Right.
I'm about to say,
And make it feel good.
Right, and them beats be super duper raw,
No,
bro.
it's
Them
like,
beats be
yeah,
raw.
right.
Them beats be raw. I think
And
that's how
that's-
you
I
that's-
thought, man,
that's
I
really
keep trying
what-
to tell y'all, man, sexy red is not for the kids, dog.
She's
Like,
not.
She's not, but she's on the
not for the
radio.
kids.
They might be in the car riding to work.
To
I mean
school or
to
from
school in the
school,
morning,
yeah.
or one of their friends from school. That's how a lot of kids get exposed. One of their friends from school show them, oh, this sexy red, and now they fixated on it. She got money. They love money. She looks successful. She got on a certain amount of clothes or whatever it costs.
Sexy love fast cars, man.
Yeah, so the aesthetic, the visually pleasing aesthetic is going to get a child
Yeah.
who isn't like been raised up to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? But even the kids that has been raised up the right type of way, they
Well,
can be
like, that's
susceptible to
not
that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so convincing. Like, why would you not want to be somebody like
Just like that.
Future or, you know what I'm saying, or Lil Baby? Why would you not want to have a mouthful of jewelry? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we equate to success.
Artists like Sexy Red, right? I'm sure that, you know, the love for her, like from where she from, is real and all that, right? But like, an artist like her, she would never really understand why she's a plant. Like,
I don't.
and people
think she's
that
a
people
plant.
listen, hear me out. The people that support her, and this ain't no shot at y'all, nothing like that. Like,
Okay.
I'm speaking from I'm speaking from inside, looking at this shit. At the same time, I'm outside looking at it too. Like,
Okay.
we look at the success from it, right? We be like, yeah, you know, she doing what she gotta do to take care of her, you know what I'm saying? It's okay, that's all good and cool, right? Cool. But what that shit costing?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the things that people turn the cheek to. It's literally costing us a whole generation of fucking churn.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I get it.
And
We all want to feed our family,
you-
but she would never understand that this is like not taking anything away from her talent
Exactly.
or whatever she got. At the end of the day, you were chosen because of the content that you particularly choose to push.
right.
They're using you, but you would never know that.
Right. They tell you the best, you the greatest thing that, you know what I'm saying? And they supposed to, but it's up to her to see how. But at the end of the day, we get it. She's in a place. She a single mother. You know what I'm saying? She out the hood, so she definitely.
How old is Sexy Red?
I don't even know. Like in her early.
She probably like 24, 25 probably.
No, I don't
Right.
know. I think me and her like the same age. I'm 26, so she might
Well,
be
she
like
might be that-
27, 28,
All
something
right.
like that.
Boom. Sexy Red Store is a young lady, right?
Yes.
Right.
Now, if you check Cardi B out nowadays and
My
Sukiyama,
dog done chill out. I don't
because
know.
them boy not help, they crying to get out the game right now.
Suki,
Because they get it. If you pay attention to Cardi B first album, I listened to Cardi B first album thoroughly. I enjoyed that shit because Cardi's
Hey.
story been on there.
Yeah.
Cardi been popping pussy ever since.
Right.
Everything she put up about popping pussy ever since.
Right. That's real though. And the thing about it is, like she can really
had-
rap, bro. She can really
She can
rap.
really, really
But they
rap.
Really can.
That's the thing about it. She can rap for real, bro.
But see, when them boys but them boys knew that Cardi was going to attract the people that she did for being real.
Right.
Once she had get them people that been real, that had feel her story, they turn her whole situation around.
Right.
Yeah,
And make
pop
you
this
dance.
pussy hoe.
They make you
Yeah.
dance. You a puppet at the end of the day. And the thing about it, the thing I would say to a young lady is, if Sexy Red put all her clothes on, would she still get the attention she get? That'll answer your question right there.
You gotta
If
know
you
when
put-
these people being used. That's what we mean by plant.
Yeah.
We ain't trying to. When people call her a plant, it's not to disrespect her
At
or
all.
discredit her. It's trying to let her know who's in control and why you here. We ain't telling you, oh, you're not talented or not this and that. It's because you're literally being used. You were planted here to take out a whole generation of children. But you don't get that. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, I do, but like.
It ain't just her. Like she just the most
like,
notable one.
Like,
Yeah.
She just most notable at this time because how hot she
It's not her. You can't even really like. I mean, you can't really blame her because
you
look
can't
at her
blame
situation.
her. You can't blame
You know
her.
what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look
You
at these
can't blame her.
situations and when they get you. But that's the thing about it. They get you when you're most susceptible.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have some real core values, that's the thing about trapping that I try to get all the young people to understand now. When I go away from that lifestyle, it was things I did in that lifestyle that compromised some of my morals. Now, certain things I still wouldn't go past, but sometimes you got to get over on somebody. Sometimes you got to tell them you got something good when it's flam. You know what I'm saying? Like, little morals and stuff like that, those are the things that you will do, not even realizing you're really doing it, but it's all, and I'm doing it, I'm trying to provide for my family, making money the best way I know how. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm really compromising my morals and values. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
For we say it's success, but guess what? The money gets sweet the next day, I get bagged up, the money gone. What can I do with it? I just did anything to get some bacon that's gone now, and I literally don't have, so I gotta make the money back, and I done did some stuff that on a rev, you know what I'm saying, I probably wouldn't do as a person. Cause like, and that's the biggest thing that's how they get you, you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, now you just here, and you damn near gotta keep going, doing what you've been doing to keep getting paid. And if you never like wake up and see the cycle, you'll never understand it.
I mean, I see.
Like, what young lady wouldn't see what's going on with sex and wouldn't want that, right? Like,
it's appealing, very much.
It
it's
is.
enticing
She
and
rich.
appealing.
Everybody
like, all she
know
had
her.
to do was get up there and talk about her booty hole and bam, bang bang.
Right. Like, what young lady want to be like, damn, she got a nice life.
I mean, to be honest, y'all right to be honest, but like, it's.
I love her though.
Whole,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
I'm glad she getting her money.
I love Sexy Red because she's
I don't want
an
her to see
authentic
me
person.
Yeah, like she.
But she being
real,
I don't want them to use her. Like, if you gonna like do you on your terms, don't do you and be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let them use you like that because they've been using us. But we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
I can't even get in that on here. I can't. Because that's a whole nother rabbit hole I can go down.
So we got a rabbit hole
about us.
Man, I'm about to
We
say,
in
Yeah, I can't though.
Like,
That's gonna get.
You know, it just go deeper and
Because,
deeper.
like, y'all know how I feel about that. It's like, I know social media is the first thing foremost when it comes to all of that. Like, yeah, y'all say she a plant, but it comes down to the parents. It comes down to parenting.
Listen. Talk
Like,
to
if you instill the morals in your children,
Of course.
Yes.
I agree. But that shit is still going to take effect to some degree because
it's so intense.
when children are different, it's a different type of pressure on them. Just like you said, sometimes you got to play the role. Some of them children just playing the role because they know they're different, but they don't want to goddamn.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Ruffle any feathers.
Exactly. And that's
It's
why
tough out here.
That's why a lot of
I can't
white
lie because I understand
kids,
that like literally.
That's
that
why a lot of white kids
school.
be committing suicide though.
Some kids can't have no pressure.
They already got a certain standard they gotta live up to, and that's a lot of pressure. They just want to be themselves, but they can't be themselves because everybody around them act a certain way. And if they don't act a certain way, they won't be accepted.
Yep.
And they scared of rejection.
No,
and that's one thing I am thankful. I've been experiencing since I was a little child because I don't give a
fuck.
I don't give a damn about nobody being like, yo, I really mess with Nia. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Try to be a good person. But at the end of the day, like, if you feel bad towards me, that's you, bro. Because I ain't just going to be like no nasty person just because, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I'm thankful I went through as a child, rejection. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn, y'all.
No, that's your heart being in the right place, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You don't experience what you experience.
You sell off for nothing just to be at what randoms like. Plus, these people don't even profit you anyway, so you don't need to do it. For real. Like, man, I promise you, it's been plenty of times that I done seen people do it, or I done did it myself, trying to sell out their morals just to fit in, and bullshit don't work at the end of the day. So, ain't no need just to be yourself.
Right, but it's all about, and a lot of kids don't know who they are yet too, so they trying to find themselves, and when they find something, they be like, damn, that's why we got so many young athletes nowadays, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see Jordan when they was little. They see Melo. Or they see Braun. You know what I'm saying? They grow up to be
they see
a great.
Steph Curry
They've been watching that your whole life,
yeah.
and that caught their attention. You know what I'm saying? Now we see that as being something positive. And it is something positive. I'm not saying it's not, but what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's parents' job to understand your child and to maximize
who they are.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And to cultivate your child into what they're going to be. Because at the end of the day, all you can do is raise them as best as you can. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing too. We don't give parents enough grades. We be hanging them boy in the cross for shit that they had no control over. They done had 3 kids from the age of 18 to 23, and they couldn't do nothing but work to provide for the family.
Yeah.
And now we holding that against them, talking about, oh, mama, you ain't been here. Or me growing up, she had to provide for the family. Come on, bruh. It got to be a point where we and that's all part of the agenda they pushing. And it sounds so cliche, like, oh, them boys talking. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, you know it, and if you don't, all I can do is pray for you and hope you get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't take much. If you really pay attention to what's going on, it's easy to see, but you can't let your vision be shrouded. And all this BS is going on, bruh, because everything glitter is not gold. And that's the biggest thing I think, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. But
I mean, it's not really just in music, though. It's all aspects for
it's all aspects of entertainment.
Aspects.
Right. Like,
the music is just the most dominant thing, but it is
exactly.
entertainment as a whole.
But I really wouldn't even say just music, like entertainment.
And it's our music at that. It's ours.
Right.
Our shit. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just the fact that it's music. It's literally our culture that's just nothing but death.
And
I just want to say,
make that noise like that, make that negative noise too.
I just want to say R.I.P. to Rich Homie.
Yeah,
I used to bump Rich Homie heavy, especially when that Still Going In came out. Like, that Rich Homie era, that shit was really crazy. That's like, that been a big part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So I do want. Yeah, they was hot for real.
Rich Homie
But
definitely had that era.
that's like almost right at the end where I just like fell off from the new era, because damn near everybody after that, to me, was just on pretty much some BS. But let me ask you, what's your top 5 industry-wise and local-wise?
Right now?
Top 5
Ever or like currently?
However you want to do them. Just a top 5 industry and then a top 5 local. Or if you want to combine them together, you can just put your top 5 all. Just give me your top 5 all together.
All right. I'm gonna give you like them 3 different lists.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the top 5 local. I'm gonna give you the top 5 industry. And I'm gonna give you my top 5 who I feel like I ain't never hear, and I'll fuck with these people in this particular order.
Sweet.
All right. Top 5 industry. I big on Gates. That's like right now Gates. It's a triple. My triple threat is Gates, Kendrick, Cole.
I ain't mean to cut you off. Before you get it, I didn't mean to. I meant to say. I wish I would have said what I meant to say earlier. I forgot to say it. But to me, I'm gonna tell you what your flow sounded to me just from what I heard. You got like Gates and Juicy J flow like interfused with a little bit of.
I'm a big Juicy
with
J
a little
fan.
bit of yeah.
You know what? You know what's so crazy? Because a lot of the industry flow come from Juicy J though.
And people don't even know it.
When Migos that come out, that been nothing but Memphis, straight throwback Memphis. How they delivery bun with their words and stuff, like how they been choppy with them. That's Gangsta Boo all day. That's That's Memphis right there.
And that's how you could tell like music that lasts. Like that music transcends gender. Like you really like making more music with that music. That's how you know like that's real music. You know what I'm saying?
I'm big on like Juicy J, one of my favorite artists, just on his flow. Kevin Gates more on his content and his flow. Like he another one of those very intellectual dudes that he say things on records every other rap he ain't saying.
Right.
You know, like when it comes to his putting his intellectual, like just when he talking about some deep shit, like dog can get on that level, everybody can't go there. So that's why he in my top 5. J. Cole, Kendrick, you know, Pac easily gonna be up there. And I give you, that's 4. I give you Gucci.
Gucci.
Okay.
My brother rock with Gucci. I like Future and Kodak. Them my two top.
And Kodak would be in there too, because I love Kodak. Like, it's hard to.
But I can't even really listen to the Future like that.
Kodak might wild card.
Okay. That's a good wild card though.
That's the industry list. Now which one you going to?
For
locally?
Yeah.
Me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like ain't nothing out here like me.
If you don't like your own music, like,
I love my music. You know, like I just feel like nobody. And I do a lot of my projects and shit alone because I feel like nobody will be able to get on the type of my intellectual shit. Nobody else can really fit that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I really not.
And not saying I'm opposed to making songs out of people, but like the stuff that I've been really wanting to put out lately, been all my thoughts and feelings.
I used to make music too, but I could never figure out how to make positive music, so I stopped making music because there's no point to me. Like, it always been kind of trappy, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really.
Just come from the heart, man.
Right. Even though it was like a lot of it, ain't nothing wrong with trap music. That's not why I want to put out to the world, and for that just to be out there for somebody to pick that up and get the wrong thing from.
Because where you at right now, like you a conscious individual, like you're not in that point in time, so.
Yeah. Plus, that's like.
It's just about being more.
I just don't want to mislead nobody to the wrong thing, man. Like I really don't, and I ain't trying to be like accolade, but. I'm worried about the youth and the youth only. Like most, like I care about everybody as a whole, but the youth, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's gonna talk to the youth if the people that been before and did all type of crazy stuff and know, you know what I'm saying? And you will listen or not, but I just don't want nobody to be led by shit that I say. That you know what I'm saying? Like, I did do some of that stuff, but at the end of the day. Ain't really to brag about, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff I look back on, I ain't really proud of, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
not saying it's me. I own up to it all day. Not what I'm saying, but I just don't want to. I don't want to lead nobody astray. That's what I see.
That's just you being consciously intact. You know that it ain't. You ain't in that realm to be putting that type of shit out.
Right. I didn't put so much negativity out there. That ain't nothing I gonna put out. No, not purposely anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I ain't gonna interrupt your list.
Oh, the list, yeah. So, me, Killer Skip, that he my number 2. Kilo P, well, I said Kilo P, then Killer Skip. Charlestown Brown from the West, C. Mully, and
that's the old jizzle.
Let me give you one more. That's 4, right? Fat Boy.
That's a solid top 5.
And that's because all them dudes are they like the type of music that I like. Like beyond the street music, they got intellect. Like I put these dudes on level with the Juveniles and Kodaks when it come to just the intellectual content. Like, not only are these dudes very lyrical, like they know how to paint these pictures. Like, I like the artists that when I ride into somebody's album or something, or if I just laying down and I listen to that shit, I won't be able to close my eyes and have everything playing like a movie when I listening to that shit. Everything you saying, detail, you know what I'm saying, it just taking me other places. Like, if your music can't do that, then I ain't really a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like artists that can tap in. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these artists don't be tapping in. They're not making music from the soul. You know, a lot of this music is soulless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing but death. Everybody want to die.
That's crazy.
It's like, I don't want to die. No time soon. I want to listen to motherfuckers that, that experience some shit.
I didn't experience that so much in my life. I'm tired. Why would you talk about killing all day when, you know what I'm saying, or unalive, and I apologize. Can't say that, but
the energy is fucked up.
I hate how everything is so sensitive that you have to watch your words like that nowadays. Like, man.
But you know what, Tati? It's really that deep. See, one thing about us as people, we downplay ourselves so bad. Like, we are magical. We are powerful. And everything we do that shit to the max.
You ain't, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't lying. Because I be looking at
the
our people
world,
like, man, we could do a little bit more, I promise you.
We literally are playing the role of copper and to electricity. Right? Copper is a natural conductor of electricity. We, the copper colored people, are the natural conductors to this fucking energy that driving the world right now. The world literally moves off of our beat.
Yeah.
Every commercial come on TV got a hip hop fucking bounce to it. Everything right now got our culture in that shit. Every fucking thing.
Cater to us.
Cause we are that. We're the it. We're the everything. You understand what I'm saying? So when we ain't using that particular power to enhance and nurture and everything we supposed to be doing with it, every time we put the shit to the maximum, it fucking hurts us in the worst way.
Right.
In the goddamn repercussion. You know what I'm saying? But we don't really understand that. That's how much we downplay ourselves as people. Like, we don't get that. We don't see the world moving off our beat and knowing that we got the power to be able to heal everything around this motherfucker. When the motherfuckers who got control of our power using it in every which way, trying to figure out how to eliminate our fucking ass from our habitat naturally. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how really deep this shit is. Now, that for me, that's how deep it is for me, because I get it.
But you gotta live a certain, and some people get it early on, but you gotta experience certain things to really realize how deep it is. And people be like, cause they don't want to think that deep, or it's too much for them.
They're afraid.
It's scary, right?
Because it is scary.
After you run away,
you're gonna literally sacrifice all the things that you enjoy doing.
Right.
Things that you admire, people you're gonna. For me, I don't find balance in the shit. I done been through a whole fucking depressed state, going through this shit at one point in time because I've been figuring it all out, and it was depressing that I was disconnecting from people that I've been fucking with all my life, because I'm seeing this shit for what it is, and sometimes people can't see, sometimes people scared to see, sometimes people like, man, I fucking.
They just ain't want to see it, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it is.
So,
and it does get lonely. That shit'll make you feel like
absolutely. But one thing you can't do is lose yourself.
No, you can't.
See, when you yourself, you undeniable. So when you coming how you coming, a motherfucker really fuck with you for you, them the people who you gonna find yourself gravitating around.
Right.
This right here is no coincidence. All this shit is God planned that I get to come here with y'all today and we get to talk like how we talk.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I already had this in my mind, not even knowing what how this conversation is gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? But I already know in my mind, like, you know what? Boom, I fuck with Tati. Tati been hollering at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
you know what I'm saying?
That's really
boom.
like.
I tell her I could pull out, I had to keep that promise regardless of what I had going on today.
That's real though.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too, because I had a couple things going on too. But like, bro, I've been hit Port out. Matter of fact, I've been knowing Port since I've been working at Marriott in my Blue Charger days. And
right.
People really know me. Like, that was my first car. That was like 2022?
Oh, 22?
No. Matter of fact, I went back to the Marriott the second time. But the first time I was at the Marriott, that was like 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
That's the first time I meet you. Yeah. So yeah, I've been knowing Port. Like, matter of fact, even me, you, D-Way, and CB working at Marriott, rocking that night. That shit was so fun. But like, that one time we've been sitting in the car spliffing, and you've been talking about like hi-hats and beats and stuff like that on the track and stuff like that. I'm like, this man really know music for real. So that's really how I tap in with Port, and I just, man, ever since I just been waiting for his little projects to pop out, and man, like, matter of fact, when I just be like on the road and stuff like that, I be listening to your music as like my morning motivation, you know? So, cause you just speak on such a high vibration and you speak wise into the world, so like, ain't no choice but to fuck with you for real.
You got to, man.
Yeah, man. So.
We definitely appreciate you for coming on, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, can't thank you enough. We just like to express gratitude to everybody that take time out their day, because all this take time. Like,
Yep.
this is like, people might see it and think it's like, oh, anybody can do it. But it does take time and effort,
man.
you know what I'm saying? And just to see people that's actually passionate about things they do, you know what I'm saying? And actually think about life and outside of the box in different ways, then, you know what I'm saying? I always appreciate running them type of people and having, you know what I'm saying, like uplifting conversations.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Man, you already know. Like I said, I've been trying to have you on here.
Anything you want, shout out or nothing or anything like that?
Yeah, like my dog.
Like any projects?
Yeah, you know, I just dropped a new project called Too Deep Port. It's streaming everywhere, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to your music at. Too Deep Port by Port Baby. Check me out. I got more projects coming. I got a clothing line. It's called Chosen. My website is under construction right now, but
Y'all
I got the merch on deck. I ain't hard to find. Hit me on
Get on that
Instagram.
Chosen.
Port_baby. Hit me on Facebook, Big Vibe Port. I ain't on TikTok now, Port Baby 843. So yeah, just go find me. Type in Port Baby, I'ma pop right on up.
Yeah, let my dog up her.
Hey, one final question. Let me ask you one final question. What do us as black men have to do better just to, like, what would you say is a big thing we have to do better as a collective? Like, just...
Good question. Man, I think just I trying to find the right word, right? Be more, for the lack of a better word, open. You know, at the end of the day, we all men. And, you know, we got to be the strongest, but at the same time, we have them times where we need to release the shit too. So me personally, I give anybody who I deal with, whether they my friends or my brothers or just associates, and we just got a association in any particular way, I give them room to hit me up. To, you know, if they got something they won't get out their chest or something, you know, they having a hard time understanding, I give my guys the room to be able to holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And I know how much I can take on, so I don't try to just let them. Somebody had given me a term called trauma dumping, right? I can't remember exactly who told me that, and I want to give them their credit because I told them that I would use that term. But they called it trauma dumping. And I was like, damn, that's what people do. We all be looking for outlets to be able to talk about some shit that we probably been holding in or something that we need, like it's called, they called it trauma dumping. And it was like, guys really do be needing those outlets.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys be scared, like, I've been to a few funerals within the past 3 weeks, right? Past month or so, I probably been to about 4 or 5 funerals. Most of them was taken away from gun violence, right?
Right.
I've been bumping into all my friends and all the guys that I grew up with back in the day who I probably ain't seen in years, right? And that's been the only time I've ever seen them during the funerals. But what they were saying was that they be needing to get shit off their chest. Like, a lot of them been saying the same thing, like, damn, boy, I be needing to talk, like, somebody pull up on me and be like, man, Port, I saw what you put on Facebook, man, and that's something I've been wanted to say for a long time. You don't know what that did for me.
Right.
And I'd be like, damn, well, you know, holler at me if you ever need to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's the least I can do for anybody. Because, you know, I'm saying I'm the toughest mentally my damn self because I go through my own things, but I make room for a motherfucker that's really in need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people be on the edge. I talk about.
Right.
Some people be ready to jump.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, and they come to me to talk them down, and I answer the call because I don't have no control at that time. I got to be right here to say whatever I can say to help you calm back down. And I think that, you know, you being in the field of psychology, it's all in the psyche. Like, a lot of people don't got the capacity in their mind to be able to deal with things that they dealing with.
Yeah.
And they doing the worst things to themselves.
Yeah.
And it's not only like my peers, it's kids doing this shit now too.
Yeah.
Well, kids been doing it, but like I guess just me being a adult now, and I guess I'm an OG now, and I'm seeing it more frequently now myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, be an outlet if you can. If you mentally can deal with somebody trauma dumping, be that outlet, but don't take in too much to where you draining yourself.
Right.
Because I to the point that nobody can really drain me right now.
Yeah.
But if a motherfucker got to come and pour out, I give them an opportunity, and if it's something that I can say to them, I'm going to say it. But if it's nothing that I can say, I can just pray with them and you know, tell them, boy, I hear what you.
That's something I need to take as advice. If there's nothing I can say, and just pray with them and chill out.
I think we guys too tough. I mean, it's good to be tough. Like, it's good to be tough, man, but don't be too tough to when shit get real. You ain't know where to run to dump off yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because everybody needs.
You didn't hurt yourself like
yeah,
that. Motherfucker
sure.
died from high blood pressure and stress and all that shit. I just had a homeboy who died from goddamn stress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody would have never known because he been tough.
Right.
But he been stressed out about a lot of shit and it eventually killed him. You know what I'm saying? And stressing, that shit just leads to, when you stressing, you don't take care of yourself.
Yeah, and
you know
it's
what I'm
kind of
saying?
not knowing how to cope with stuff in the healthy
Yeah.
way. You gotta have healthy ways, drugs and
Yeah.
drinking. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but it's not healthy to be like just indulging that, trying to drown yourself out of feeling everyday emotions instead of working through it and finding
Yeah.
healthy ways to deal with it. So that's great advice, bro. We definitely appreciate you for coming on. Appreciate Tatyana for setting us up, my lovely fiance.
Appreciate y'all. Love.
Live Legendary
Yeah,
Productions. This is Product, your host. We out. Thank everybody for tuning in.
See y'all, boys.
Catch us on YouTube.